Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Press Start. My name's Dwayne.
And my name's James. It's been a while since we've been done a video for you guys, so we got a lot to cover tonight. There's a lot of stuff going on next couple of weeks, actually. Want to start by covering an issue just lightly that it's a couple weeks ago, actually, and was the Lucas Arts being closed down. I mean,
There's a lot of jobs lost.
it's
A lot of
100
families,
people
a lot of
laid off.
families needing money now.
And I mean, you got to think, we grew up with how many of these games from our childhood? I mean, even today's time, how many of the Lego Star Wars games are huge right now? The Lego Star Wars games themselves have sparked so many other Lego games. I mean,
Yeah, Lego Batman 2. I
and you've
think
got
there's an Avenger one.
Battlefronts, you had your pod racing games. Lucas Arts broke ground in video game making, and now they're closed. And we don't really, as far as I know, I've not seen that's been released a reason really. I mean, other
I
than
don't
just
know if there was a reason or not. Budgeting, maybe.
that's the only thing I could think of. But I don't see how they could even have any trouble budgeting, and I mean, seem to be doing fine to me. But
Seemed to
I
be,
don't.
but apparently not.
I'm not the CEO of LucasArts, so I guess I don't know.
I wish you were. I'd have a lot better stuff.
So would I. Wouldn't we all? Then
No,
again, I
just
don't
me
know.
and
If
you.
budget problems, maybe we wouldn't have anything. I mean,
Maybe. I don't know. At least I have one more speck of crumb to eat.
um,
Enough about my problems.
and the problems of the 150 people laid off without work now.
Yeah, that is, in all seriousness, that is terrible.
It is a sad thing. I mean, I know how hard it is, especially in today's day and time, to find a job. I just recently found a job, but I know it. I mean, and especially to be dropped kind of out of nowhere like that you have no preparation. How do you prepare to just come into work someday, one day, and be like, "Yeah, this company's gone. It's shut down. None of y'all are working here anymore. You're just
Well, I'd say there was certain people. It was like, you guys might ought to be looking for another job. We're gonna
hope
have to
so.
shut
I hope
down.
that's the case. I hope they had preparation and not just, "Hi, how you
I
doing,
just hope
Steve?"
it wasn't. I hope it wasn't preparation H.
Well,
But
but there's a joke that goes there, but I can't remember
Jones,
it.
I need my joke book.
Jones, what was the joke on preparation H again? Ah, you silly goose.
You're spending too much time on the butt jokes.
So, moving right along from the butt jokes, Jones is the butt of our jokes.
He
At
doesn't
least
even exist. That's how crazy we are.
neither does Jarvis, but Iron Man talks to him an awful lot, doesn't he?
Actually, Jarvis was real in one of the comics.
Actually, in a lot of the comics, he was
Well,
real. They made him computerized for the movies, actually, which brings me to my next bit of information. Iron Man 3 comes out next Friday. We are going to get.
woo! Wave your
Oh,
hands,
what?
woo!
Jones, wave your hands. He's waving them, I promise.
So is
Um,
Jeff. Jeff's waving up a storm.
Jeff's
Thanks,
up waving
Jeff.
up the horn. He should be. I know he likes his Iron Man. Anyhow, comes out next Friday, May the 3rd. Am I right? 3rd? Yes, 3rd. May the 3rd.
I'm gonna guess and say you're right because I don't know dates. Yeah, May 3rd.
I happen to know it's May 3rd because the comic book shop in our town here in London, Kentucky, is doing their free comic book day on Saturday, May the 4th. And which is also May the 4th be with you from my Star Wars peeps out there. It's
I'd
kind of
never heard that before.
free comic book day and May the 4th be with you is on the same day this year. I'm kind of ecstatic about that actually. I'm hiding
Yeah,
that.
you're grinning way too much.
But no, so Iron Man 3 comes out next Friday. We will be going and seeing it. We don't know. We won't be on opening night. I got to work and
And I don't do well in crowds.
and he don't do well in crowds. He's
Wolverine
shy.
complex.
Wolverine complex. That's a good word for it. People get cut. Okay, not like this isn't like a serious No authority should be alerted about Dwayne cutting people, but
I'm just saying it could happen.
probably. But no, we're going to go maybe later during the week, and we will record a vlog of it if everything goes well. And we will definitely be doing a movie review and a cover, probably a full episode just talking about the movie. So definitely keep an eye out for that. I'm excited for it. I know Dwayne is especially excited for it because it's one of his favorite superheroes.
I'm incredibly excited. I just don't know how to be excited.
Oh, but he will. You when we film the Iron Man 3 video, you will see him excited. It's you just guys just gotta wait.
That was
So
awful hostile.
that so it leads to the next part, the free comic book day. Yeah, that's next week also. It's technically free comic book day is supposed to be May the 1st, but and a lot of I know stores will be doing it May the 1st. But for us in our hometown, it's going to be on May the 4th, which works better because I've got to work on May the 1st, a 8 to 11 or 11 to 8 shift, and I'll be up in Corbin, stores in London. Not much chance for me to make it to get my comics, but I'm hoping Saturday I'll either be off or be working a late enough shift or early enough shift I can go in.
Luckily, I don't work Saturdays. Yay me.
Yeah, I need a weekend job or job that you get what I'm saying.
You get a
Jones, what?
weekend off job.
What's some other real quick things? Thor 2 trailer was released this week. I went and watched it today finally. Uh, I liked it. I don't know. I honestly am not a big Thor fan. I'll go ahead and any Thor fans out there, I'm going to break your hearts right here with the mighty cold might of Mjolnir crashing down in your skulls. Not graphic enough for you. I'm not a Thor fan. I don't like him. I think he's pompous. I think he's arrogant. I think he talks funny, and I think his hair needs cut a little bit. But
Well, that was a
but
little.
but the Thor 2 trailer was awesome.
You are a hypocrite, my friend. You are a hypocrite.
No, not because of Thor, honestly. But well, I mean, I do like Chris Hemsworth the way he plays Thor. I think he does a good job with it.
And just so
He's got
everybody knows, James just likes his pod.
no, nah. I don't like his body. I like his hair. It's shorter than Thor's in the comics, or maybe. I think I like that he's a Thor with a beard because I feel like in the comics Thor's clean shaven for the most part. And my problem with it is if you're going to talk about being all manly, ooh, I'm the big manly Thor, I think you should have a beard. I mean, let's be honest.
Are you saying
Beard.
I'm not manly because I don't have a beard?
I'm just saying beards add manly points. You can be manly without a beard. I've seen beardless Captain America's manly. He don't have a beard. The Hulk doesn't have a beard in some of the comics. He's manly.
Just so you know, I'm gonna punch you,
I'm just making a point about beards,
and I'm just
facial.
making a fact. I'm going to punch you.
Anyhow, Thor 2 trailer came out this week. I don't know the exact day. It's a couple days ago, but it's more of a teaser trailer, really. But it was a really good one. I liked the look of the setup, and there's a little bit of spoiler. I don't want to give away too early. That was in the trailer, so it's not technically a spoiler. But I'll cover it more at a later date when more people's watched. It's been out a little bit longer, but that made me really excited about this movie. Okay, moving right along. Batman Arkham Origins is coming out, or of course it's coming out. But I mean, it was in Game Informer this week. I've not got really covered. I know you've not read
Yes,
the
Game Informer. Right. Yes.
this one.
Yeah, that.
Um, all I know is the basic plot synopsis is it's Christmas Eve night. I'm a huge Christmas fan, so I'm gonna be excited to be running around Arkham during Christmas. That's gonna be cool. Uh,
If they give
and
Nightwing a freaking hat and you wear it, I'll cut your head off.
expect them to give Batman a hat, considering he's Batman. I don't even know if Nightwing's gonna be in this. It's Arkham Origins,
Hey, it don't matter.
and it's supposed to be about 8 of the world's greatest assassins being hired to kill Batman. And the one that they seem to be pushing the most, advertising the most, is Deathstroke. Who
Yeah,
was he in physically in Arkham City or Origins or Arkham City or Asylum?
I didn't see anything on it, but that doesn't mean he wasn't. I
True.
didn't complete 2, like, Arkham City all the way through. I beat the
Seeing like
storyline, but I didn't beat all the
just
lore
him being
objects.
in storyline, like you never had to fight him or anything.
No,
So
not that I'm
it'll be
aware
really
of.
see him in an Arkham game. I'm a big Deathstroke fan. I think he's awesome, and I think it'll make for a good fight, good boss battle. But Arkham Origins looks fun. Of course, Arkham City and Arkham Asylum have been huge, huge successes. But I did mention it's not the same people making it. Rocksteady's not making it,
No, it's WB Games, I think.
but I did read that WB Games is making it. Rocksteady's not making it, but Rocksteady took all of their work or the what is it called? Not necessarily a
The
program,
models.
models and the same software that they
Oh yeah,
use game they gave to WB Games. They gave them the rights to it, gave them all of their stuff they had, so they could make it basically the same. Different people, but it should still be just as great as the other two in the series. Um, let's go to a couple questions here before we get into some of our heavier topics. Best video game system of all time. What's your favorite video game system?
I might go GameCube for 2
GameCube.
games only: Animal Crossing and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
We talked about this the other night, which mine honestly was a toss up between the Nintendo 64 and the GameCube. But after our talk the other night, I got to thinking I am going to have to lean more GameCube because I mean we played so much Animal Crossing, we played so much Sonic, and then we clocked a lot of hours in on 007 GoldenEye, Turok Evolution. I played on there. God, there were so many good games for the GameCube that I spent so much time playing. I had some Yu-Gi-Oh games I played on there. Some
There was a Mega Man game. It's really fun.
I didn't get to play it. The DBZ guys and Tenkaichis I played on there was really good.
Yeah, yeah, they were.
Trying to remember what else. Mario Sunshine. I freaking loved
Oh yeah.
Mario Sunshine.
Funny
Got to
story when I first got my Wii or Wii, GameCube. Might as well be a Wii. When I first got my GameCube, went to Walmart at like 3 o'clock in the morning to buy it. Come home with it. I was about what 14, 13. I don't remember. I was young, and opened the case up, and the game wasn't in it. So I had to go back at like 5 o'clock in the morning to Walmart to get the game.
the story I have similarly
History of my
related.
life. There you go, everybody. You now know my whole childhood.
I'll share a similar story I had with GameCube games. It was when Super Smash Brothers Melee came out for the GameCube. I wanted that game. Like I wanted it worse than any game I had wanted at the time in a long time. And I remember at the time I was real bad sick with an ear infection and having to take medicine for it. Well, the closest at the time I was living in Jackson County, and which is where Dwayne lives now. And
Yay me!
but yeah, I was living in Jackson County. So as Dwayne knows, anybody that lives in Jackson County knows, the nearest WalMarts were either London or Berea
Or
and,
Manchester.
or
Well,
Manchester.
Clay County.
We was going to make a trip to the Berea Walmart to buy Super Smash Brothers Melee. It was a special gift for my parents and all of us, me and my brother. We got together and we was going up there. Well, about halfway to Berea, we didn't go to Berea a lot. We had no idea where the Walmart was. We kind of got lost. While we were lost, I got sick. I mean, real bad sick. I'll save you the nasty details, but I got real bad sick. And my ear infection medicine didn't settle with me well, didn't stay down so well. And I remember I had to get out of the car and I was standing in the freezing cold. And by the time I'd got done, throwing up everywhere, Dad was like, "Well, you're sick. We're just going to go on home. We're just going to go on home." And I was like, "What? We've come all this way? I've stood in the cold, threw up, getting Super Smash Brothers Melee. I have never been happier, more relieved to get a game and get back home with it than miserable adventure to get that game.
That almost brought a tear to my eye. Only not really.
I don't know if it was worth it or not. Because looking back, I'm like, my God, I wish I would have just waited. But it was a good game. Anyhow, my rant on GameCube.
That went that
But
that escalated farther than I thought it would.
but the GameCube's a great system. I mean, there was so much to it that I've always been a Nintendo fan. I was raised on Nintendo as a kid, so I love Xbox. Don't get me wrong. I liked PlayStation 2 back in the day, but something about Nintendo games and systems just my wheelhouse.
Well, I've bought every Nintendo that's ever come out. I bought a Wii U for one game. I bought a Wii for one game. I have a problem.
But you bought them.
I did buy them.
And would you say it was worth the buying them for the one game, even if it's just for one game? Was it worth it? Are you satisfied?
I'm satisfied. Do I play them as much as I should? No.
Well, satisfaction's all we really care about, Mick Jagger. Um,
I will be satisfied when you finally get the same game so we can play it.
going to. I'm going to. I just now got my job. I get paid my first check tomorrow for 3 days. I get paid another. I don't know when I get paid again. 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from tomorrow. Um. Okay. Here's a topic. I I had seen some people discussed about. Curious about was actors who play the same comic character. Like basically, what I mean by this is like there have been how many Batmans now? Different people that play
I want to
Batman,
say 5, but that's probably wrong.
and who else have they
Technically
done?
6, I guess, if you count the show.
There's been other comic characters that have done the same thing.
Superman,
Superman. In Marvel,
which
you've
I don't
got.
care about. Superman sucks. Sorry, John.
He said it, not me.
You're
Um,
thinking it. He's thinking it, John. You know it.
you can't read my mind. Um, Professor,
Magneto now.
you have the young Professor X and old Patrick Stewart versus James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender versus Ian McKellen as Magneto. I mean, that's what originally got me started on this topic. Was I was on the Days of Future Past deal where you're gonna have old Magneto, old Professor X, young Professor X. I love both, like both generations of the actors in their own right, but trying to sit down and pick which actor you like playing which role better is a hard decision. I will say Val Kilmer is my favorite Batman.
Yeah, we already know.
I liked Val Kilmer Batman. And oh yeah, and we already covered that you like nipple suit Batman.
I do.
Repulsive.
Yeah.
I find absolutely atrocious.
Atrocious is who killed Evan Sir, so don't you ever speak that blasphemous name. Ever.
Anyhow,
That escalated way faster than you thought it would, didn't it, buddy?
it's going to escalate further because I think George Clooney is a terrible Bruce Wayne.
He he's
He made
hilarious. I don't care. Batman
no,
needed some hilarity.
I couldn't. Had Arnold Schwarzenegger for the bad guy as Mr. Freeze. It had all the hilarity it could handle.
Batman didn't. Mr. Freeze was funny, but Batman needed to be funny. Sorry. This is
Any,
supposed to be a Marvel episode. Where is this going? Where does the madness end?
we don't cast
Discriminate, Nate?
discriminate against other superheroes and comic book
Except Superman.
man. The Incredible Hulk. Sorry,
Sorry, Robert.
sorry, Robert.
No, I'm
Still a
not.
computer. I mean.
I'm not sorry. No, sorry to you either, John.
I'm sorry to you, John. I'm especially sorry to
I'm
you.
looking forward to that bruise.
I have nothing to be sorry for. I am an avid supporter of Kevin Costner.
Just so you better remember, he lives closer to you.
Yeah, I know that. Why do you think I'm not the one making the
Threatening or making dumb
against Man of
remarks.
Steel?
I scared.
Isn't it ironic? He likes Superman, who goes by the name of Man of Steel, and then he likes Colossus, who literally is a Man of Steel.
Well, he's kind of a man of steel now.
Well, he's kind of a half and half now, but that's
He's a
point.
halfie.
Phoenix Force will do stuff to you kids. It's like a drug. It's like a roller coaster you don't want to get off. But let me tell you, it's worse than ecstasy. I wouldn't know. Jones, put away the Phoenix Force. Um,
I don't even know where to go from that. I never thought I'd hear you say that word.
that's going to be a new. Just wait. I'm going to be in trouble. I'm going to be responsible for co-naming a new drug line out there. People's going to be in the streets. Street name Phoenix Force. Like, oh, where'd it get its start? Oh, some YouTube kid. I don't sell it. I just mentioned the name. Can
Oh
I
well.
can I profit off of it if it goes if it becomes a street name? Do I get profit off of that?
Well, no, because that's illegal, and we
I
don't
was
do
gonna
illegal things here at Phase
ask if
Shifted TV.
I was gonna ask if I make profit off of it, does it make me directly involved with the actual drug making? Because I'm not
Yeah.
endorsing drug making. I don't
Okay, this conversation
no
is
wait wait.
over.
I don't endorse drug making, but if you make a new drug, you have my permission to call it the Phoenix Force.
No, you
Only
don't.
only if it's a really good one. It's gotta be good. I do not Press Start and Phase Shifted TV do not endorse or condone the acts of drug. We actually would warn against it. If we could insert movie clips, TV show clips, we need to figure out how to do that, like insert
I could
video
do
clip.
it right now if I wanted.
Um, we
Have
need to
Smokey the
insert.
Bear saying, "Only you can prevent marijuana fires." I don't know.
We're comic book show. I want the scene from Fantastic Four when Ben Grimm says, "Don't do drugs."
We
You
can
know,
do
in the
that.
they're building. I freaking love it.
You know, we're talking about things that are going to be later episodes. Why? Why? Where does the madness end? I said that like 3 times, but yeah,
What later episodes?
I don't know.
Are
We're
we doing a later episode over drugs named after superheroes?
we could. I'm not sure I would want my children to watch that, but we could.
You have children?
I will eventually.
Cigars.
Oh
Oh,
God.
it's
Back
escalating.
on track.
Back on track. Choo 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 choo.
Never let
Um.
James drive a train.
Okay, I'm gonna cover that at a later that other topic. I'm gonna save the remake sequels and originals versus remakes and originals versus sequels and threequels, whatever trilogies, for a later date because I can go into a long rant about that kind of stuff. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh God. I
You
think I
know.
already know. Please
Um.
don't.
Okay. I'm gonna leave it up to you. Do you want to go into Age of Ultron coverage right now, Marvel Phase Two coverage, which kind of hinted on Thor 2 earlier, uh, and Iron Man 3, honestly. But anyhow, Age of Ultron, Marvel Phase 2, Marvel Heroes, or New Avengers.
Well, seems I got pictures for the phase 2. Let's go ahead and